Oh my God, Manny Pacquiao brutally knocked out by Keith Thurman, or so he predicts, 6 rounds or less. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang here, please hit the bell icon. Now, Keith Thurman, he's making his rounds. July 20th, I cannot wait. I just did a video about what he said about Terrence Crawford. Make sure you check the channel, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Keith Thurman basically said regarding Terrence Crawford, not interested. He said that fight doesn't interest him. Maybe they can offer something to entice him, and then he did the money sign. And he says he's really not interested in fighting Crawford. I gave my thoughts in that video, but briefly, really weird. Keith Thurman is a champion. He's going to consolidate WBA belts if he can beat Pacquiao like he's predicting, which I'll get to in a second. Why would you not want to fight a champion in your division who's highly touted and respected? You know, again, for more of those thoughts, check that video out. Keith Thurman did his media day. He said he's knocking out Pacquiao in 6. He says, quote, because there's rumors that Pacquiao's been thrashing sparring partners. Keith Thurman says, quote, I bet none of Pacquiao's sparring partners were going to his body. You know, he said Keith Thurman is going to touch the body. I want to know how he reacts. My prediction, less than 6 rounds. I would love to be 30-0 with 23 knockouts. We've got 22, and we've held those 22 knockouts for a little too long. It's time to get one more knockout. He said it's really good for me to have this momentum back. This is the first time in 4 years that I have fought twice in 1 year, and it's not just twice in 1 year, it's twice in almost 6 months. I've taken the momentum of getting the dust brushed off us in January against Josecito Lopez. We hired 2 conditioning coaches in preparation for this fight so that I could give the fight fans along with myself a tremendous performance next Saturday. There's always a question of, will I get injured again as a puncher? You can always find ways to hurt your hand. Hands were not made to punch each other in the skull. We're craftsmen. We're tile workers, woodworkers, mechanical workers. These hands were designed for something a little different, but luckily with different forms of therapy, we feel confident for this fight and pray that we stay healthy in the future so we can keep giving the world tremendous fights. Now, I'm just going to be honest. I don't know if Keith Thurman is just selling the fight or if he really believes what he's been saying recently, because when it comes to Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, he doesn't seem this amped up about it. You know, that's just what I see. And when it comes to Pacquiao, he sounds so sure of it. I don't know if he's underestimating because Pacquiao's small or the fact that Pacquiao's been knocked out, but Pacquiao, along with Mayweather, definitely Mayweather, he's in a league of his own because of his overall skill and defense. But these guys are throwback fighters, Mayweather and Pacquiao, and people always say what they're going to do. You know, Jesse Vargas seemed extremely confident that he was much bigger than Pacquiao, but then you've seen the fight. He got knocked down, and then you always hear people after the fact, Brandon Rios, Vargas, you know, and they're like, man, Pacquiao is just weird. And I don't know. I feel like they don't train the same as these new fighters. So these new fighters aren't used to seeing anything like Pacquiao and Mayweather in the gym. You know, the completeness of Mayweather and the defense and the offensive skill and the cat-like reflexes, and then Pacquiao's awkwardness coming from a southpaw, his size, but being able to cut the distance and, you know, jump in and come at these weird angles and pop you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Keith Thurman really believes this, but a knockout in 6, obviously the world would be impressed. It's not out of the question. Keith Thurman definitely has power. Pacquiao's been knocked out by, you know, Juan Manuel Marquez. He's, you know, a lightweight who moved up and stuff like that. So he has the power, but it's about executing. You know, everybody has power. Not everybody, but a lot of guys have power, but do they have the skill set to execute that plan and to get that power off? We're going to find out July 20th. Make sure you check out the face-offs and the shoulder programming they've done for this fight. Fox pay-per-view. This fight will be on. Fox has done a good job building it up. Keith Thurman, you know, he's been a salesman. Pacquiao seems motivated. Pacquiao looks ripped and in shape. Looks small, but, you know, very lean and very muscular. This is good. This is a good fight. It's a big fight. I want to see how hungry Keith Thurman is, especially if he's predicting a 6-round knockout. You guys just keep in mind this. It's been a while since Keith Thurman, his nickname is One Time, but it's been a while since he one-timed anybody and knocked him out. He didn't knock out Leonard Bundu, didn't knock out Josecito Lopez, although he did drop him, didn't knock out Danny Garcia. He hit Sean Porter with a lot of, clean flush shots, didn't knock him out. So, and he, like the quote suggests, this is the first time in like 4 years that he's fighting so frequently. He said last year was supposed to be his get back year. Then he got all the way back because he didn't even fight last year. So I'm really torn and curious. I'm leaning towards Pacquiao in this fight. I just don't know what to expect from Keith Thurman. It sounds good. It sounds like he's motivated and it sounds convincing, but it's just missing something to me, and I don't know if he's just putting on because he knows the more he puts on, the better the pay-per-view numbers and the better his paycheck is going to be, basically, the better the sales. So it's a hell of an opportunity. Hopefully he takes full advantage like he's saying, but 6 rounds, you guys got to keep in mind, Pacquiao ain't been knocked out since Marquez, and outside of the Mayweather fight, I don't even really think Mayweather and Juan Manuel Marquez, outside of them, I don't think he's lost in quite some time. Who beat him? He ain't lost. Well, I guess you could say Jeff Horn, but the Jeff Horn fight, I didn't think Jeff Horn even really beat him. So we'll see how it plays out. Keith Thurman sounds confident. We're gonna see what turns up July 20th. Let me know what you guys think. He's saying Pacquiao getting put on his ass and iced in 6 rounds. That'll be a hell of a win because, like I said, he hasn't had a knockout in a while, and Pacquiao's the guy that he's facing with the best resume out of all of them. This is the best resume name on the career of Keith Thurman. So if he can do away with them, and turn back the clock to the Jesus Soto Caras, Diego Chavez days where he was getting some pretty dope knockouts against a legend, that'll be interesting. Let me know what you guys think. We work.
But still, you got to count your blessings. You got to take what you can get. And I mean, just as a fan, I love what's about to happen in just, a few minutes.
You jumping in that ring? Jumping in that ring?
Jumping in that ring?
After the fight?
You know what? Maybe we should do a contract. I already found both. Maybe I should let them do a tag team match against me. Maybe they'll have better odds. You know what I'm saying? If they work together. You know what I'm saying? I know, right? I'm gonna get some hate on this one. But look, man, they're both great. Whoever wins, I'm really interested in it because I beat both. Split decision against Danny, which I don't really think was deserved, but I'm not a fucking judge, so it doesn't matter. I won the fight, and that is what matters. You know what I mean? Sean Porter, grueling fight. I only won by 2 rounds. I scored the fight where I won by 2 rounds. But it was a clear victory win on both accounts by me. And really, what I'm trying to witness tonight is which one of these two not only is the better man, but how hungry is it? If Sean Porter stops Danny Garcia, if Danny Garcia stops Sean Porter, that's something that I wasn't able to accomplish. And then certain people online might be like, Keith ain't been doing shit. Look how strong this man is. Keith about to get knocked out. Look, at the end of the day, I think it's a great a rematch. I really believe that to a degree, both fighters, I understand why they both believe that they deserve the rematch, but the winner truly deserves to get back in the ring with your boy Keith one-time Thurman.
The fans are going to be like, okay, Keith's going for a rematch with Danny and Sean. The other guy, Spence. That's what the fans are all going to say in the comment section.
Yeah, I don't care that they don't understand boxing. Most people don't know shit about boxing. This is one of my favorite quotes from the Mayweathers, and I don't really enjoy quoting the Mayweathers. You know what I mean? But it's real. Most people don't know shit about boxing. I haven't boxed for a long time now, and I want to get back in the ring. Of course, it's going to be a tune-up, and then this a rematch fight is a respectable fight. To act like it's not a respectable fight is retarded. But at the end of the day, why do you want Keith and Spence? Why?
It's a super fight.
Exactly. Number 1 versus number 2. Okay? Of course, the world of boxing wants to see number 1 versus number 2 because they want to know, does number 2 become number 1, or is number 1 that dude? That's number 1. Respect that. You know what I mean?
Spence is
he's number 2. He is ranked I think he's currently ranked number 2. In my book, he's number 2, and he deserves to be number 2 because if there wasn't Keith Thurman, Errol Spence would be number 1. But that's because I hold greater credentials than he does. I've accomplished a little bit more than he has, and I just was in the spotlight before he was. At the end of the day, I'm number 1 for a reason. He's number 2 for a reason. The reason why you guys want to see the fight, there's a good reason. But I'm not going to come off of this big of a layoff, have a tune-up fight, and fight the #2 fighter in the world. That's just not how it works.
Where does Crawford fit into this?
Sorry, we gotta wrap
I don't
up.
know.
I'm
I
so
don't even
sorry.
really think.
2A, 2B?
I mean, I don't even think he's even fought any welterweight yet. I mean, to me, I'm sorry to say, but he's barely a champion. You know what I mean? That Australian.
That's the headline.
That Australian. You know, give me one eye, give me one arm, and I would have beat that boy. You know?
This is an event that happened overseas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. The whole setup looked different.
Yeah. I'm stuck here having to do this instead of being out there talking to you and stuff. How are you?
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.